Alright, let's go over the agenda pretty briefly. We'll lay out our problem statement, our internal analysis, our external analysis, entrepreneurial capabilities, all three of our alternatives, our decision criteria, recommendation, implementation plan, and we'll leave a little bit of time for questions at the end. I'll pass it over to Devin Kessler.
Put simply, we got a $350,000 deficit and we need to solve that in 3 years. It's a pretty big problem. So let's get into the internal analysis. Jade?
All right, so the internal analysis, some of the strengths that you guys have, you have a loyal fan base, mainly aged over 50 to 80 years old. That's good. We want to keep that fan base together. But we also want to add on to that with maybe a few younger people. We have a good relationship with Motherwell Homestead. They pay for a large portion of our Symphony Under the Sky concert, and that's good. We want to keep that relationship going, keep everybody happy. The Pops concerts and Symphony Under the Sky was a good thing because it attracted a younger demographic of viewers to come to our concerts and come to see you guys play. You guys are also the oldest orchestra in Canada, so that could attract more potential viewers to come see you guys because obviously if you've been going the longest in Canada, you know the tricks of the trade, you know what you're doing. A few of the weaknesses that we noticed were you have a music director vacancy, so you definitely need to patch that up, get a music director pronto, so you can have your leader back. There was little chance to lower the artistic fees in the union, so little chance to lower your fees. That definitely means we need to up our revenue a little bit more than what we have. And the $35,000 deficit, obviously, need to get more revenue up if we're not able to lower our fees.
Going over the external analysis, found a few opportunities you guys should pursue. Smaller capacity venue at Dark Hall. So the Dark Hall has a capacity of 750, as opposed to the 2,000 capacity at Nexus Art Center. We think we can sell out this concert, and having more shows sold out would provide more venue at a lower cost. Another opportunity, increased number of pop concerts. These pop concerts, they bring in the younger demographic, which I think we need to capitalize upon. Right now our demographic is really based in 55 to 80 range. I think we need to bring it down, get a lot of those younger people out, increase our revenue. Our Symphony Under the Skies, we need to move it back to Regina and charge a small admission fee. So in previous years, we had it outside of Regina. That put people off the idea just based on travel outside of Regina. So we think back inside Regina, they should up some of our capacity, some of our attendance. Also charge a small fee. This concert was free in previous years, so that is lost revenue. If we charge a small fee, we can gain a bit of revenue. That's a big gap. A few threats that we saw in the external analysis. Other potential art venues, movie theaters, and Netflix, etc. I mean, I watch Netflix a lot. I don't know about you guys, but we need to bring people back, bring people into the symphony orchestra. Government grants may go down. So, as you may know, Saskatchewan is facing like upwards of $1 billion in debt. So there's a possible chance in the upcoming years to lose some of our grant money that we had in previous years. Also, costly venue, as I said before, next to Art Center, it's $42,000 to rent out, and if we're not selling it out, that's just lost revenue. I don't know how to do that.
Some of you guys' capabilities that we noticed. You guys have an MBA from Aspen School of Business. That'll help. You guys have a passion for industry. That'll help substantially. Experience in the field, which will also help a whole bunch. And your guys are accomplished pianists, which won't really help with the business side, but I mean, it's pretty good. So, and you guys worked as Director of Education and Outreach in Winnipeg before you guys got here, so that'll help so much. So that's up to you.
All right, so now we'll go to our alternatives. Alternative 1, status quo, you stay the same, and hopefully you get yourself out of the hole. Alternative 2, lower your ticket sales, so lower the price of the tickets, and then upgrade your marketing scheme. Hopefully you can get some people into those seats. Alternative 3, move the venue. So move out of the Connexus Arts Center into a cheaper location. That way you're selling out the place, more cost efficient for you guys. And also appeal to younger audiences in those new, cheaper locations. So you're getting more younger audiences. That way you keep that younger audience through the years. Awesome.
Alright, this is alternative 1, the status quo. We're just gonna go a bit more into depth on what this really is looking like. Some of the pros we found in keeping the business the same is how the deficit may go away. As it, like we've looked in the previous numbers, it could bounce back. We're in a little bit of a dip now, but there is the potential to rise back up and break even. We keep the integrity of the RSO community, so we're staying to our wholesome roots. That's what a lot of people like to see. Like a lot of people in the RSO community, we would get a lot of backlash if we change our routes just to get more revenue. Some of the cons of this, the deficit may become bigger. This is probably what's going to happen if we stay the same. The deficit will continue to drop as it has in previous years. Not appealing to younger audiences. As we said before, we're just at this 55 to 80 range. We need to expand and get more of our audience as younger people. Not making any big changes to revenue growth. This is just basically our revenue is dropping and we're not getting over top of our cost with revenue. So we need to make big changes to increase our revenue, break even, or into the positive in our companies. And the last con, still paying large sums to Connexus. We touched on this quite a bit. Connexus, we're not selling it out and it costs a lot, lost revenue. I think we need to steer away from that and get concerts in different halls. Alright, I'm gonna pass it over to Devin.
Alternative 2 is lowering ticket sales and upgrading the marketing scheme. Some of the pros of this option would be that we might increase attendance by lowering the ticket sales, so more people will be willing to buy. And the marketing scheme would also contribute to that. It would help more people would know about the orchestra. And it would keep the integrity of the RSO community. So like the partner said, it would stay like traditional, which would appeal to the 55 to 80-year-olds in the audience. Some of the cons to this option though are that it would be costly advertising budget, so it would send you deeper into the hole to begin with. Hopefully it would pay off. There would be net loss in attendance if attendance fails. So if less people show up than expected, we are going to be losing money. So that would not be good. Jane, what do you think about alternative 3?
Alternative 3, again, is to move the revenue and then appeal to the younger audiences. A few pros of this, younger audiences will show up, and then you keep that younger audience throughout the years, as I mentioned previously. Marketing scheme will attract more viewers, so marketing scheme, we're thinking maybe put some advertisements on billboards, TV, wherever you think you can afford, and that way it drags in more younger viewers. Again, that's our target audience. Smaller venue for concerts, higher rate of return. So if we get a smaller venue, we're spending less on the actual venue of the place, and then we can focus on our proceeds towards that event, and we get to keep more money in return. And to generate the previous lack of revenue up. That just means is before we're giving away free concerts to the Symphony Under the Stars, we can't be doing that. We need to be charging for every concert that we do, maximize our revenue. For cons, compromises our integrity. So most traditionally, we've been in the Connexus Arts Center. So it's breaking tradition, switching it up to different songs that maybe the older people may not like. And then you roll the dice with the younger audience. If the younger audience doesn't grab onto your product, isn't liking what you're doing, they're not going to keep buying tickets and you're not going to be making any money.
Alright, touching on the decision criteria, these are a few things we considered when deciding which alternative to choose, which is best for the company. Generate enough revenue to combat the $350,000 deficit over the next 3 years. I think this is our number one priority. We need to generate enough revenue to keep our business afloat. Compromising of integrity of the RSO community, which is also weighing into the equation. We don't want to steer from our roots. We want to stay true to what we are with the RSO community, not create too much backlash with our of senior audience. Trying to appeal to the younger audiences. This was also a question we considered for a lot of time. Should we steer towards our 55 to 80 fan base age, or try and get some of the younger audiences involved in the orchestra? I mean, that's what we're doing.
Our recommendation personally is that we go with alternative 3. And we pick alternative 3 based upon the appeals to younger audiences, which we believe in the future would cause sales to go up. And gets the symphony, out of Connections Arts Center. Because personally, I think we're losing revenue there. And we enhance the community engagement through improved advertising campaigns, such as we would put banners up in all places that we want. Put banners up in like past games or something involved with sports. And yeah, Jaden?
That's our implementation plan. First off, we got to start by marketing towards a younger demographic. So, as Devin mentioned, we could go to past games, rider games, put up a banner, let people know when our concerts are. Secondly, hire a new music director to take over for Vincent Smith. You can also market this guy's name. If he's previously known somewhere else, then that will drag in more viewers to come see our concert. 3, we can move Symphony under this guy to Wascana Park. We believe the city won't charge very much to use Wascana Park as a place to do the concert, and that way you're making money off of the proceeds. Begin charging admission for previously free events, so again, just charge for events you're doing for free. Start holding more pops concerts as well as traditional. So don't forget your roots. Stay with the traditional songs that you previously played, but also at the same time, you need to be playing the pops concerts so that you attract that younger demographic again. Get out of the Connexus Arts Center ASAP. We're losing all of our revenue there. $42,000 a concert. We're not making that back. That's why we're in the hole in the first place. Awesome.
I think we save some time for questions. Yeah.
So, thank you.
Any consideration of, or did you run the numbers to figure out what that looks like in terms of moving to dark hall, given that capacity is half of what you're kind of getting for some of your concerts, like in the pop series right now, maybe about 1,400 people coming on average, and there's like 750 that can go to dark hall. Is that the only place you're thinking other than Connexus?
That's the only case we kind of knew of. We looked around, we couldn't really find any other places, and we figured that since the Pops Hall is only, or since the Dark Hall is only like half the size, we do 2 concerts instead of just 1, make up for lost revenue there. So, yeah.
With lower expenses.
Yeah.
In terms of marketing at football games or sporting events, do you think those are the same people that are going to go to orchestras?
We kind of thought about that too. It's just that we thought if we put a banner out there, people would notice. So we knew that there wouldn't be orchestra people there mostly, but still, if they saw it, like I haven't really seen an orchestra banner around. So
Just getting that word out too again, like making it visible that we are there, or you guys are there, and the dates, so it's there if you want it. Sort of deal.
This is more of a, I suppose, a comment and a question. And you did infer what I'm going, at least in part. You identified at the beginning that the problem was 350,000 of debt, but really that's a symptom of a problem, because there was something wrong with the business model whereby it started to grow and grow and grow as a debt, eliminating debt. And you got some of that because partially it was a location thing you were trying to give an optimal return, given their people showing up at promotion, value proposition, multiple pieces coming into play. we have any time left?
2:15, it's 2:15 right now.
So what kind of messaging, if you were trying to target a younger demographic in promotion, what would be the message? You know, what would put the symphony on their radar?
Probably just expand more on that, the Pops concerts. We looked into that, and that's better suited for the younger demographic. So really trying to sell that to the younger people, that that's something they would enjoy and they'd like to come out and check it out. I think if we market some of our tickets through like buy one, not a commitment and a whole package deal, you can see one and get interested in and become fans later on.
So just to drill in a little bit further here, and this is just asking you three, so what kind of pops music in a symphony context do you like to listen to?
Mostly like movie scores from popular movies, such as like with big name movies like Jurassic Park or something like that. Movies that the younger demographic would be into at the time.
Yeah, I went to a symphony concert a couple years ago in Edmonton, and they had like this it was a concert for kids, I forget what they called it, but they had the kids like dress up in like superhero costumes and stuff, and they played all kinds of themes for those kids, and like the place was packed because the kids wanted to go to that and they got to dress up, and it was a fun day for them.
So it became
So-
visual as well,
Yeah.
more multidimensional.
Exactly.
That's good. Good. I like that.
Any further questions?
I was more curious about the 20 to 30 demographic, how you were going to keep that going, but kind of is.
That is a
Thank you guys for your
precursor.
time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Presentation.